everyone, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Christian Adventure Gamer. I'm your host, Daniel the Paladin. In this video, obviously, as the title says, I'm showing you how to submit events for the Tabletop Adventure Con. So I've had some people wanting to run various events. I don't know how much they've been able to look at this website to figure out how it is done, but I figured here's a helpful video on how to submit events for the event. Or for the mini con, right? So if this is the first time you're hearing about the Tabletop Venture Con, I am the owner of the Healing Road LLC Counseling Consulting. We're doing this annual event where we put on like a mini convention, right? So we have vendors there. We have the Gen Con Games Library there, which is also known as the Lending Library Logistics. They're a lending library. We have them coming up with their small trailer this year. Hopefully one year we can have them bring their big trailer. But their small trailer still has close to 1,000 games if I counted them correctly. And the purpose of this whole event is to promote mental health awareness, the importance of play, and the importance of togetherness. And the proceeds of this event actually go to reducing the cost of therapy sessions to the families I serve over the holidays. The holidays are a tough time for families to want to engage in therapy because therapy can be expensive even if they have insurance. You have deductibles and things like that. Sometimes by that time of the year some families may have hit the deductible, but some families have not. And that's just money out of pocket that they don't have. And so what we're trying to do is help remove any barriers for them so that way they can still get the care they might need, especially if like they're struggling with grief because maybe they lost someone in that year, or maybe they've been removed from their home like a child, and that child is this is the first year that they are away from their biological family, and so it's just a tough time, and I can understand how there's a barrier there, and we want to try to, like I said, remove that as best we can. All right, and so let's dive into the event submission. If you want to be an exhibitor, there's a tab here, as you can see. To be an exhibitor, you click that, fill out an application. We also are taking sponsors for that, for the event as well, which helps us to cover a lot of the overheads and get things printed, material, all that stuff. But enough of that. Let's get into event submission. So I have to log in here, so give me a moment. All right, so I go to new submission. It says you've not submitted any events. So let's go here. All right, so event type: board game, card game, miniature, which is like a miniature war game, painting miniatures. So that was someone wants to do painting miniatures, which I do have a person that is wanting to do it. Role-playing games, seminars. So if someone wanted to teach something, I thought about doing a seminar on the connection between play and mental health. But let's go into board game, right? So let's do Folklore the Affliction, right? All right. Let's see here. Short description. Dive into the world. The dark world, right? Fight your way. Oops, misspelled affliction. Fight your way through creatures of the night to accomplish night and travel the countryside, right? Because you're traveling through countryside into cities and stuff. An objective. I think it's just the best way of putting it. All right, so there's that. I can put more information here if I wanted to, so I could go to Greenbrier's website, hopefully find that, or even the BGG page. So let's go here. Where's BGG? So let's do this. Folklore the Affliction. Just go here, and boom, here's Folklore the Affliction. So let's go ahead and click on this, copy it, and then where was that? Here it is. And then I can go here and pop that in there so people can see it on BGG. Preferred start time. So let's say I want to do this on Saturday evening, right? So let's do, let's say 6 p.m., right? And let's give it an end time. So I want to end by 8 o'clock. That way, if anybody wants to play other games before the library closes, that's the cutoff time. Well, I think 8:30 is the cutoff time. Let's go here, 2 hours, right? Max tickets. Let's do 5 tickets because it's a 5-player game. I'm not going to be playing a character. Spaces needed, only 1 space. Age range. I'm going to do teens, 13 and up. We're seeking game masters. Yep. Here's all this information here. Talks about the agreement. I agree. Right. And then I create. All right. So I just want to mention real quick that I've misread it. Obviously, I was just kind of glancing over it. It's not end time. It's alternate start time. So you can choose, like, okay, let's say I want to start at 6 p.m. However, instead, if I can't do that time because of other restraints or other events going on, I'd like to start it at such and such time. So I'm going to switch this to 6 p.m. because I don't want to start it at 8 p.m. So let's go there, right? And then obviously the duration is still 2 hours, so then I hit done. And boom, there it is. Now it's going to go into the process of being approved, right? So it has to be approved. I can actually copy this and do other times. So that is it for submitting events. But like, let's say I did want to copy it. So boom, let's go copy it here. All right, and then let's do one Sunday. How about that? Let's do one. Let's say 12 to 2, right? So 12 to 2. And then same thing, 2 hours, all the same requirements. And then I agree, obviously, and then create. All right, now boom, there it is. Oh man, so I got 2 events. Pretty simple. One thing before I sign off here, I do want to say that this year I'm really trying to focus on using the events catalog. So people that want to submit events, obviously this is the way to do it because I want people to be able to see what they can play, not just the library. Which if someone wants to see the library, I can show you that here in a second. And so, but like this year I really want to focus on events because that's what people were asking for after the last event, the Tabletop Adventure Game Fest. That was the #1 feedback I got, was more events. So let's see here. If I go to attend game library, and then it shows the lending library logistics white trailer, and then I can actually search through this. But let's say I look for too many bones, so put 2, and there's in too deep, too many bones, and then undertow. So let's say I want to look for Sagrada. I don't know if they'll have Sagrada. Maybe I misspelled it. Let's try Reef. Maybe they'll have Reef. I don't know. They got Reef Root, which is a kid's game, so that's a good one. I'm not sure what PTW means. Then let's look for Dominion's usually a good one, right? Yeah, they got Dominion. They got a few copies of Dominion, looks like. And then let's look for Azul. Azul's a good one, right? I don't know if they'll have it, but hey, they have Azul right there, 2 to 4 player. All right, so hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.